starting with happiness is inside of you. I would definitely say that. This cup is totally appropriate. I am ecstatic about this program, not just based on the content. You know, I feel like I had 4 kids, but I actually feel like this program has been a little mini birth in my sequence of life. It's been a labor of love. I would say I speak for all of us on the development team to say this has been an incredible labor of love to get to this point. I think the world needs you. It's really that simple. I think physicians need you. I think the system needs you. I think corporate wellness needs you. I truly, truly believe that health coaches are the solution to the future, you know, of where we need to go, because we can't reach people, you know, in an economic manner and with the right feasibility without coaches really championing the way. You know, we are on this dawn in healthcare where, as sad as it is to say, part of the system will collapse within the next decade or so. It's sad to say, you know, insurance and the model as we know it isn't working for a lot of physicians. You know, we have physicians jumping out of this burning tower, you know, as we speak, who are seeking other ways to be able to really be with, coach, and counsel, you know, patients who are ready for change. And, you know, it's our job at IFM to try to keep physicians in the system. There's no question. It's our job to try to help them do better healthcare, you know, and to improve the economic turnaround. But I think the opportunity is huge. You know, for you, the opportunity is in your communities. It's working out of your health food stores. It's in corporate environments. It's in the physician's office. You know, I think your opportunities are growing literally by the month it passes us. You know, we've got physicians who need help running their groups. We have physicians who now have concierge membership-based programs, and we have, you know, cash fee-for-service providers. So I would say today, you know, I can reflect back on first training health coaches and lifestyle educators. It's been over a decade, which is kind of an odd thing to say, that for over a decade I've seen thousands of physicians take on these types of training opportunities, and what I have seen overwhelmingly is that they need a coach or a nutrition professional to make it work. So the world needs you. We've never seen a program that delivers this level of, I think, depth and width. You know, there is no other program out there right now that you can do that's going to allow for you to learn and master positive psychology. You know, to be able to connect mind-body medicine, to be able to draw somebody's purpose, you know, to the surface, to be able to guide them with goals, but then to follow all the way through and give them a level of personalized care. You know, and if you have a physician who's giving you some directives, which isn't necessarily always easy, saying, here, this is my checklist. You need to help this patient lower their lipids. Their blood pressure is out of control. We need to change this waistline. You know, and they're giving you this checklist. You are some of the few that exist right now who can take a physician's directive and then set that aside and completely check in and meet the patient where they're at and figure out for that client, what are their goals? What are their aptitudes? What are their strengths? Where do they need to go next? Because your job is really tough. It's so easy for the doctor to be able to give you the directive and say, here is what they need to do. You know, and then you have coaches trained in this world today who truly are trained to coach to goals and goal setting, but they're missing the whole element of medicine. And so this is the first program I've ever seen in more than a decade that takes the medical personalization prescription, that takes the ability to connect, resonate, and really draw to the surface the unique aspects of that patient. And then you have a challenge. You know, we always say that the functional medicine doctor has this role of balancing the art and the science. I would actually say your job's harder. You truly have to bring the art and the science together. You've been given masterful skills. You've been trained by the best coaches and behavior modification providers that truly live in this United States of America. And you've actually heard from some of the greatest minds in functional medicine. So what I would say is, heart to heart, don't put too high of expectations on yourselves next week. Take your time. Season. It's going to take you time to stew, literally stew together the spices that you've been given, you know, over the course of this last year. You're going to add more things to the soup. You're going to have advanced courses. You're going to put more meat or vegan plant-based additives to your stew. You're going to add, you know, to where you're at, and you're going to continue to all grow, each and every one of you, you know, and your flavor is going to be a little bit different. So figure out what is your sweet spot. What is your taste? You know, what is it that you want to do? And I would just say, you know, we need you. We need hundreds and we need thousands of you, but you are the champions, you're the leaders in this field, and you're going to become the mentors, and you're going to be the guides, and you are going to be a critical part of what changes healthcare for the better. So I thank you and Sandy and Elise and the whole team, for letting me also see a part of my vision in the world come out through this collaboration with IFM. So thank you, I appreciate you all.